to Secrets of the City. Tonight, another bonus episode as we finish The Past is Backstory. Um, it's been a bit since this one, so just as a bit of a recap, this is roughly 200 years in the past of the city. A orc clan called Clan Gruffid, who some of you, our listeners, may connect with Moag Ap Gruffid, aka Gruff, in the present day in our campaign, have taken over a small district and claimed it as their own. They've got captives and they've just kind of been holding out and keeping the guard from attacking from the peoples they had. Our heroes are members of the Elite Special Threats Unit, a special group of guards that take on very dangerous and powerful criminals and creatures, and were tasked by the Captain Commander himself to infiltrate the city the night before the attack and to liberate a group of hostages as their primary objective. As their secondary objective, they were to seek out an orc known as Gernot, or an orc known as Stormeye, an orc shaman, and any of Gernot's squad of magically enhanced orcish super soldiers. The party infiltrated through the wall with the help of Roger and Martha Ratarats and a guardsman by the name of Marcus Swift. With the Lucas's adeptness at maps, they were able to find a sewer entrance and made their way into the basement of the tavern where the captives they were assigned with helping were being held. Their guides waited back in the sewers as the team headed upstairs. They engaged with the orcs. There were two of the super soldier orcs and a number of normal orcs milling about watching these hostages. They engaged in rapid combat. One of the hostages was badly injured, but Rianne managed to heal them. And just as the tides of battle looked like they were about to turn, Gernot stormed in the door. And that is where we are currently, is with our heroes in dire combat. Did I move you guys on the map? No, I did not. Alright. Double checking. Alright. You see the proper map now? Alright. So you see I've replaced all the hostages with one uniform token.
My Fonzie clones, they've escaped!
Which one is Gernot? Is it
It's
the purple man?
yes, the purple man is at the door is Gernot. Everyone else has their own pictures, so he's just going to be a description and the power of imagination.
Perfect timing!
Huzzah!
Ah, yeah, Fuchsius.
I'm back.
Alright.
Welcome.
So we just finished the recap. So with me tonight are my four lovely players ready to do some historical reenactments Um, we have the indomitable Peach,
Hello.
the splendiferous Laurelin,
Hello.
the amazing Jay,
It's a strong word.
and the unstoppable Bryn.
Yes! Finally someone who acknowledges it.
You are very stoppable.
No, I'm not.
You're one of
uh,
the most stoppable people I know.
okay, so we are beginning at the top of the round, but I am going to roll initiative for Gernot here. And just so you know, Peach, he is the purple man at the door. Right here. This is Griffod's brother. Oh, I moved him. I didn't mean to do that. Alright, what's his? Okay. Alright, and that actually means he goes first. So, who... The closest threat he can reach would be Hephaestus right here. So, he is going to tense his muscles. You see the tattoos on his body glows, and he leaps, flipping forward over this chair, over this dead body, and over this orc here, and landing right next to Hephaestus. And he is going to swing his axe. Hephaestus, does a dirty 20 hit you?
Unfortunately, it does.
Alright. Alright, that is 9 damage.
All right.
And he is going to roll his second attack. Swings his axe again. And that is an 11.
That's a miss.
Alright. And that's your turn, Hephaestus.
All right. Let me take a look at what we have here. So, this is the my assailant right here.
Yes, that is one of your 2 primary targets. Or primary assassination targets, anyway. Your primary objective was the hostages. But that is Gernot, Grufford's brother, and the leader of the super soldier orcs.
And who's that there?
That's one of his minions, one of the other super soldier orcs. And these other 3 are just normal orcs.
The one up in the corner, is he...
He
what is-
did.
This one up here is dead, or...
Oh yeah, both of those are dead. In fact, this one killed that one under Crown of Madness, if I recall correctly, and then got murked himself. That's
Oh, I
too
don't
much
know
in the
really
corner
remember.
for me to mark him as dead. Oh wait, can I do it now?
I just remembered that I flashback at everybody.
Yeah.
Hey, it works.
It worked very well, honestly.
Oh, it was effective. Alright. There we go. Now that's properly done.
Gotcha. All right. Let's see. I am going to he's way more magic than I'm used to. So it's combat. I'm trying to figure out. So I can summon a wildfire spirit, but I can't tell whether it's a bonus action or action.
It doesn't say under the description.
Okay, there we go. Action, bonus actions. Yeah, it's a long list of bonus actions, so it's just something I'm not used to. So
You probably got a lot of bonus action spells.
I do. So, and also I've never summoned something before. So when I summon this thing, does it take a turn of its? Okay. In combat, the wildfire shares your initiative count, but it takes its turn immediately after yours. The only action it takes on its turn is the dodge action, unless you use a bonus action on your turn to command it to do something. So, if I summon it, it can, it doesn't do anything.
Yeah, because you'll have used your bonus action summoning it.
Right.
Can
Okay.
you give up another action for another bonus action? Does anyone know?
Usually that's the go-to.
Yeah, so you could give up, I think, your move?
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's one step down. You could give up your move to do a second bonus action.
Gotcha. Okay. So then I'm going to summon my wildfire spirit.
Alright.
And it needs a marker of some kind. There we go.
Use the fire newts from the last dungeon.
And then I am going to have my wildfire spirit. Oh, wait. Yes. Okay, so because I can only command it to do something if I use a bonus action. I'm gonna have the wildfire spirit teleport, and the spirit and each willing creature of your choice within 5 feet of it teleport up to 15 feet to an unoccupied space that you can see. Each creature within the 5 feet of the space that the spirit left must succeed on a dex saving throw of 16 or take 1d6 plus 3 fire damage.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm gonna
You got
jump.
a couple options.
Yeah,
here.
he's gonna teleport back behind the counter next to Oda.
Yeah, I guess that can reach behind.
We'll go right there.
Alright.
Fire spirit can go right there. Yep.
Alright, and what save does he need to succeed on?
DC dex saving throw of DC 16.
Okay. He got a 15.
Okay.
So, how much does he take?
So it's gonna be 1d6, and right now I'm not even. Let's see. Yeah, I'm trying to double click this to make it roll. It's not rolling. I'll roll here. So 1d6 plus I think 3. So 5. Yep. So 8 damage.
Okie doke.
And that is both me and my fire buddy's turn.
Alright, next up, that is... Yeah, okay. Super Orc 2, so that would be the one that's still alive. That would be this guy. What do we got for... Alright, that'd require a check, though. Alright, let's give him... Oh, Okay, so this dude is going to do an amazing triple front flip over his buddies right in front of Snake Person.
Oh no, I'm the snake person.
And he is going to swing his axe.
Swing it too hard for good, sir.
15.
That hits.
It hits.
Yes.
Alright.
Might need to
6
rethink my turn
damage.
then.
6.
Yep. And second attack. That's a 17. I assume that also hits. That is 5 damage.
Ouch. You've inflicted pain upon me and my house.
And that is his turn. And that is the normal orcs. So this one's gonna come over here. And he's going to fire a crossbow at Hephaestus. And he is gonna get a 10.
That's a miss.
And this one is going to move. Yeah, this one's gonna come up and swing at Bird Person. Very. And he's gonna get an 8.
Nice.
And this guy's gonna come around here, and he is going to shoot at Lucas.
Okay.
Also with a crossbow. He got a 14.
Miss.
Alright. And that's all of them. Next up is Lucas, who for some reason I have set as just Lucas in the initiative order.
Alright.
I don't know why.
Alright, I gotta figure out what I'm doing here. Should be good-ish. Like the world's weirdest game of chess. Dissonant Whispers?
On who?
Give me that 1 second. Wait, never mind. On the big guy.
Alright. What's that save?
The target must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, it takes 3d6 psychic damage. It must immediately use its reaction if available to move as far as its speed allows away from you.
Alright.
Wisdom save 15.
Alright, he made that.
Damn.
Anything happen on a failed save?
On a successful save, the target takes half as much damage and doesn't have to move away.
Alright. Okay. So roll that 3d6 and half it. I mean, he's fresh. Some of these other guys are like already injured from fighting you guys. So,
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
I'm just looking for a bonus action. Anybody too hurt out of curiosity?
I just got my entire fucking kidney.
I'll take that as a yes.
yeah,
Let's put some.
yeah, he took some damage.
I need to get over there. Is the problem? We have this man in the way. I'm gonna make a terrible decision. Healing word at second level, which is something you usually don't do. Put 8 hit points back inside of you.
Hey, we found another floor.
Alright. And does that end your turn, Lucas? Does that end your turn?
Yeah.
Alright. Rianne, you are up.
Well. Just gonna- Yeah, no, we'll do that. Yeah. I'm gonna guiding bolt big Mr. Purple over there.
Alright.
That is just a first level.
Alright. Is that
Well,
an
I got a nat
attack
20.
roll? Oh, okay. That's a crit.
25 to hit.
Alright, that does indeed hit.
Alright. So that is now 8 damage. 25.
Damn.
That's why I love guiding bolt.
Alright, so you point out your feathered finger and a bullet of magical energy propels forth. As it flies straight towards his head, his hand shoots out, and he sort of like grabs it and like holds back, kind of absorbing the magic into his hand, but you can tell it's like this huge effort and this pained look on his face. But he's just kind of just blocked to stop that from being a lethal blow. You said 24 damage?
25.
25. Like, it was going for his head, and then he took it straight in the hand instead.
My jaw, or I guess a beak, just drops.
Yeah. Super orcs.
Indignation.
Yep. Anything else from you?
Cheesy bonus. I forget if I had summoned my spiritual weapon or not.
Let's say yes.
Okay. Cause then I can, I'm gonna hit the guy in front of me. My spiritual weapon.
Alright.
Since he hit. I'm gonna hit him back.
Sorry.
Worst, 21.
That is a hit.
And 7 damage.
Alright.
And I
He
summon.
was already pretty wounded, so he's looking like he's not doing too hot now. Wasn't quite enough to down him, but he's not far from death's door. He's on his porch. Alright, Paradox.
Hey. Well, let's see here. How many of these spell slots do I have left? Oh, plenty. Bonus action. I'm gonna misty step the fuck out of here.
just out of curiosity,
Yes.
your name is because this is a historical and therefore time travel setting, and you are a snake. Yes? As in, snake, you can't do that. You'll cause a time paradox.
Well, it is now.
I totally thought that was a purposeful reference.
Everyone killed Revolver Ocelot once, right? Just to see what would happen.
At least once.
Did you ever kill the end by fucking turning your PlayStation off and waiting a week?
No.
Yeah, you can do that.
Oh. That
Like, when
doesn't
you're
sound very fun.
Yeah, when you're fighting the end, you can turn your PlayStation off and wait a week, and he'll die of old age.
That's hilarious.
So I'm over like 30 feet. I'm over here now, and this guy's about to get it.
It's a good thing I don't think any of these orcs have like AoE magic attacks, cause like
Doc's gonna give it to you. Gonna give it to you.
I'm gonna go ahead and cast a firebolt at this man that is directly in my face.
fall over.
All right, how's a 13 look?
That, hold on, let me double check. I think that might. If these dudes are relatively weak. Yeah, that hits.
Yay! D10. 5 damage.
He burns.
So he does.
Step to death's door.
Yep. Okay, and that brings us to the top of the round, and that is back to Gernot, Captain Orc. Alright. He is going to go after the only one that's hurt him personally, and the closest one to him. So he's going to dash over here. And he's going to make a big ol' swing. That is an 18.
That hits.
Alright. And just let me do the second roll for the second attack. Yeah, that's a 26.
Oh,
Alright, alright, now I'm gonna roll damage. That is 20 damage.
all right. Yeah, Ephesia's probably not looking so well.
No, probably not. It's your turn though, so.
Yeah. So,
Potentially moving in towards me.
Ephesius is going to. Let's see, hold on just a moment. Gotta check a couple of options out because he's just hurting. Alright. So we've got. Let me make sure I've got this correct because
You have 2 normal orcs alive, 1 super orc, and 1 Gernot.
Alright. So we have So, Hephaestus is going to cast, like with the last little bit of strength that he has remaining, um, Erupting Earth. Now, Erupting Earth, oops, I just rolled it. Alright, damage is 24, but I was going to read it first. Choose a point you can see on the ground within range. Fountain of churned earth and stone erupts as a 20-foot cube centered on that point. Each creature in that area must make a dexterity saving throw. A creature takes 3d12 damage on a failed save, or half as much damage on a successful one. Additionally, the ground in that area becomes difficult terrain until cleared. Each 5-foot portion of that area takes at least 1 minute to clear by hand. And the area that I was going to cast that was going to be a cube that starts right here and goes 20 feet that way and 20 feet that way.
Is that gonna catch any hostages?
Yeah.
So, and I think it just barely scoops this guy into the destruction.
Well, if it's a cube,
Where's the draw tool? There it is. Draw shape.
Yeah, because the way I saw it on the roof.
So it's gonna start with this guy.
Yep, that's 20 feet right there.
Alright, and it's gonna go 20
and this
feet
is 20
down.
feet right here, and he's in that range.
I think this guy is too.
So each of them need to roll a dexterity saving throw of 16. Whoever fails takes 24 damage. Whoever succeeds takes 12 damage.
Alright, so this guy fails. And he is dead. No. Oh, I had it right. This guy fails.
Which guy? Him?
Yeah. And is just barely clinging on to life.
You hit Fuzzy!
And Gernot makes it. Oh yeah, I haven't rolled for him yet. I gotta roll for but Gernot makes it. And so he takes the 12. But he's still not looking too hot. He's been consecutively taking some rough hits.
And he's been dishing them out too.
Yeah.
Shit.
And
so
now I roll. Actually, no matter what Fonzie rolls, he's dead. He does not even. He's a commoner. He has 4 hit points.
Or Fonzie. Oh, those are the hostages, huh?
Yep.
Yeah.
Collateral damage.
You know what? We're not Russia. They'll just throw a grenade in that room and just hope for the best.
Sorry guys, it's a life or death struggle. It was an accident.
Why are we attacking right here where we can hit the hostages? We'll do it because it needs to be done.
Alright. So that's this guy's turn. And he wants revenge for that damage he took, so he's gonna hop
I haven't
over.
taken my
Oh
bonus.
wait, you need to move with your thingamad. What's it?
Yeah, I haven't taken my bonus action yet.
Yeah, do that.
And the very next thing he was going to do, being at Death's Door himself, was to teleport out of harm's way.
All right. And it's
So-
what radius?
And who's that? Who's Cam?
This?
That's
Yeah.
Lucas.
reminder that I'm a cleric.
I am also a cleric.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, I remember this.
All right. Alright, so Hephaestus is gonna say, come on! And he's gonna have his creature teleport again.
Alright, where are you
Does Lucas
teleporting
come
to?
with?
Oh, you can take Lucas. Alright, where are you guys moving?
15 feet away, so I can move. Let's see, where's my snap arrow? That's 25 feet. That's 15. It's got to be unoccupied. So, right there.
Dead body count as occupied?
No. Alright, and who has to make this save for this explosion you leave in your wake?
It was gonna just be Lucas, but that would also be
Be this guy,
Gernot.
right? Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
Gernot
it's
has
five.
to make a save.
Alright, what's the DC on that?
Alright, DC is
You got a 17.
16.
Okay. Do I have to roll this?
No, Lucas, if you're coming with, you don't have to roll because you're a willing participant.
Alright.
So each of us teleport in the same sequence to this square right here. So that would put
What is?
Theseus on the dead body, him
Tell me why I
over
like
the
it.
creature over here, and Lucas over there.
I spotted I hadn't got it all rinsed off, and I thought you'd like a treat to make for you. You're like, oh god, I want it. Aren't you?
And at this point, it should be noted that Hephaestus is bleeding profusely.
Alright. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes. Or wait a second, I still have foot speed. Shit.
And you're a horse.
I forgot about that. So yeah, no. Hephaestus is going to take advantage of said foot speed and get the hell out of dodge so he doesn't die, and he is going to leave creature to standpoint, and he is going to move himself clear back to this corner right here.
Alright. Okay. And does that end your turn?
That ends his turn.
Alright.
Yes. Should have done that the first damn time, but I forgot about the possibility of moving after having teleported.
Alright. So, who can this guy?
Oh, leave that square up. Leave the square because these guys are all now stuck in difficult terrain.
Okay.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Alright. So that halves the movement speed?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it says I think it even makes it worse than that. Let me read it again because it's like,
It said something about clearing it.
yeah, it takes like a minute to freaking clear each space.
Yeah, but that's just like making it not difficult.
Yeah, fountain and churn earth, and each creature in that area must. Additionally, the ground in that area becomes difficult terrain until cleared. Each 5-foot portion must be is 1 minute to clear by hand. Okay, so it is difficult, and it halves their movement speed, unless they take 1 minute to clear it by hand.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take 10 turns and
So this is... Oh. So this is 10 feet. This is 20 feet. So 25, 30. Oh,
stay away.
that's about as close as he can get, so he's just going to use a second wind. And earn back a little bit of hit points. So his tattoos glow and he kind of just focuses. And you see some of his wounds knitting up. He's still not even close to like better, but he could take a few more hits now. And next up, that would be, alright, the last living normal orc, and he is just gonna piece the fuck out.
Smart.
Yeah, he's gonna go to leave. In fact, he's gonna be fumbling with the door for a minute. So if anyone wants to anyone with a ranged attack wants to use a reaction to stop this guy from fleeing and alerting any of his
Yes.
fellows.
Hephaesius has a serious problem with infidels like that.
Alright.
And he's even going to cry, "Burn, infidel!" and cast a flaming spear right in front of the door.
Alright. Is that...
So, a 5-foot diameter spear of fire appears in an unoccupied space of your choice within range and lasts for the duration. Any creature that ends its turn within 5 feet of the spear must make a dexterity saving throw. The creature takes 2d6 fire damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one. As a bonus action, you can move the spear up to 30 feet and ram them sons of bitches.
He got a 15, so roll your damage.
Alright, let's see. Four. Shit.
Alright. That stops him from it's definitely blocking him from getting out the door, but he ain't dead.
Alright, can we cast, like, put an orange ball or something on the map to represent the flame sphere? Because it's gonna
Yeah, I can do that. How do I change the kind of shape?
Click on.
Hex?
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Shift. I'll hold Alt.
Got it.
Oh. Okay. Thank you. Never mind. That would make it just Lucas's turn.
Alright. We're gonna come over and resolve problems. So don't mind me. Use a cast of cure wounds.
Thank you!
You're gonna get 6 hit points back because I don't have a lot of casts.
Oh! Bless your heart.
After that, that's basically it.
Okay.
I think it's bleeding less.
That would be
How's it look?
Rianne.
Is it bleeding less?
A little.
Or do you still look pretty roughed up?
Oh, he's very roughed up. He's about one attack from pushing up daisies.
No.
In that case, I am going to do second level healing word. I do not have to move that. Not much better. You get 7 from that. Get 7
The
more hit
intestine
points.
that appeared to be hanging out of the horse belly at least starts pulling its way back up.
Then I'm gonna hit so yeah, that guy's. So we'll do that. 11.
That does not hit.
Damn. Alright. That's that.
it's your turn, Rianne. Then that would bring up Paradox. Snake Man?
Snake.
Sorry, I was zoned out. I don't have much. I just have to keep firing away.
More murder?
There's always room for more murder. I am going to move about here-ish.
Alright.
Good. And yep, let's cast a third level burning hands on these two dickheads.
Right in the middle here.
Yep, and I am going to need a dexterity save from the both of them.
Okie doke. Alright, that is a 16 and an 8.
The 16 passes, the 8 doesn't.
Alright. Anything happen on a successful save?
Half damage, so it's gonna be 5d6. So, fucking shitting me. 17 damage for the success, for the fail, 9 damage on the succeed.
That one dies. You guys use a lot of fire.
I mean, fire is really common in early spell levels.
Yeah, and
The early game non-fire
yeah,
stuff.
Gernot is looking very, very badly hurt at this point.
But that's all I've got.
But that brings it back up to his turn.
Uh-oh.
And the first thing he's gonna do
It's been an honor.
is
It's difficult terrain.
use a second wind.
Mother bluff.
So his tattoos glow as well. And alright. He gets a little bit more health. He didn't roll super great. Alright, but he's recovered a bit. And alright, so we've got some difficult terrain here. So that's alright, that would be 20 feet, but these guys have some good movement, so he can still make that. Okay, attack 1. 18.
I'll hit.
Attack 2. 16.
Both of those hit.
Why don't you talk?
I'm trying!
Too tall.
Alright.
What's the total amount of damage?
First hit is 7 damage.
Ow.
Second hit. No, wait, sorry. First hit is 5 damage. Second hit is 10 damage. So total 15.
My bones, Greg!
This is Captain Orc you're fighting, Jay. Or Geralt the Orc. Not supposed to be easy. Alright, but that's his whole turn. And all of his friends are dead? No, that one that's trying to flee is still alive. Okay, that's Ephesius.
Genius. I just
Alright.
do something on my turn.
Ephesius is immediately summon his orb of fire and slam it into what's his name?
Gernot.
Gurnocht.
Does it go through this guy on its way?
It can.
Alright.
I mean, he's just gonna move it in a freaking straight line.
Yeah, that would do so. He's in the direct path.
And description used the lovely word ram.
Excellent. What is the save?
Let's see. I'm looking that up right now. I've got so many spells I don't even know what to do with them all.
That's
As a
fair.
bonus action, you can move the spear up to 30 feet. If you ram the spear into the creature must make a saving throw of Dex 16 against the spear's damage, and the spear stops moving this turn. When you move the spear, you can direct it over barriers up to 5 feet tall and jump it across pits 10 feet wide. The spear
Alright.
ignites flammable objects not being worn or carried and sheds bright light in a 20-foot radius. That's badass. I love this spell.
Alright, so this table catches fire.
Nice.
Do they take half damage on a successful save?
Uh,
They both rolled really well.
or half as much damage on a successful one.
Alright,
Yes.
so they both take half, but that table's on fire, so he's gonna have to deal with that.
Okay, so that'd be 5 damage.
Okie doke. Oh, that's actually enough to finish this guy.
Alright. So how does he meet his demise?
He burns. He screams as a ball of fire just moves through him, and he screams as the bones melt from his flesh.
Jesus.
Right on. Okay, that's what I was hoping for. Okay, and
Wait, no, that didn't work.
Hephaestus is going to gallantly gallop into Paradox's rescue, crying, "Burn, infidel!" And then when he arrives, take a swing with his burning sword. His
Flame blade?
yes, that
I
one.
think we have enough fire in this group yet.
Nope. Never enough fire. Never enough. Just like you can't have enough DACA, you can't have enough fire.
Does 23 hit?
Yes, it does.
Badass. All right. Damage is gonna be. Oh fuck him. 17.
That was exactly his hit points. Hephaestus. Finish him.
All right. With his flame blade, Hephaestus makes a clean swipe at his neck, severing his head and leaving both ends cauterized and burning.
Alright. So, this one is dead. You managed to stop the runner from... They're all dead. You managed to stop the runner from getting out there and potentially letting others know of your location. You still have the sewer exit behind you that no one knows about. It has been less than a minute, if any of you know Revivify,
I'm checking it right now.
for this guy.
I do.
Oh,
Alright, so Hephaestus is going to cast Revivify unless it's level 3. If it's level 3, you can't do anything about it.
I don't know off the top of my head. Does anyone know?
Yeah, Hephaestus can't do anything. He's gonna try to cast it, and he's gonna find that he's too weak.
He's out of magic power.
sorry.
I'm so sorry, Ponzi.
Alright. Just
I really did mean well.
a note as a quick retcon because of some character changes in the modern day. It was actually Roger that was looking for his brother and not Martha. So as the sounds of fighting die down, the guardsman Swift, Martha and Roger Ratarats all come upstairs, and Roger looks around wildly and goes, "But wait, where's Lucian? Where's my brother?" And on top, from this table here, you hear a very relaxed voice say, "Oh, calm down, brother. You're always so wound up." And suddenly, a figure appears as the of invisibility drops, just kind of lounging, like laying down on top of this wooden table. He's got a bowl of grapes in front of him and some wine next to him. I just. What? Were you just hiding the whole time? Well, of course. You wouldn't think I'd let myself be put in such dreadful conditions. Well, why didn't you escape or help? Well, I knew you were here and you'd come looking around eventually. Eventually, and I just thought, stay put, like Mother always told us whenever we got lost in the market. I stayed behind with my new wife, and you could have escaped to safety at any time. Well, that's not my fault. You're a bad protector. And Lucian begins with Roger, with murder in his eyes, starts moving towards Lucian. Any of you have a reaction here? As officers of the law.
Hephaestus is going to step out and around to get a better look.
Alright.
I feel like I'm too far away to stop this from happening.
Yeah, so there's an elf lounging here. He's in some wizard's robes. He's got a bit of a pot belly. He looks like he doesn't really get much activity. And Roger just dives at him and tackles him off the table. Starts punching him on the ground.
Rianne's gonna come over and pull this apart.
And
Hephaestus is gonna block Rianne.
and
No, it's justified.
and there is a popping noise, and Lucian misty steps over here and reappears. It's like, oh, what is wrong with you? What is wrong with me? I am telling Mother and Father about this. Oh, good luck. I'm sure they'll get rid of their golden goose. You may be powerful, Lucian, but you are an awful person, and you do not deserve any of the talent you have. And Roger goes to storm back down into the sewer area there.
Hephaestus is gonna trot back over to, is it Paradox?
Time paradox.
Okay. Who's Jay's character?
Paradox. It is
That's-
paradox.
You were correct.
Okay, I was like, what? And is gonna use cure wounds,
Alright.
and that is gonna be good for 11.
Alright, so you guys managed to get this done relatively quietly. You did lose one hostage, but you don't have any orc reinforcements coming at you now, and you do have an escape route. Or you can try and hunker down and reinforce this place.
Well, we should get the hostages are our first priority. We need to get them out into safety.
Yeah, and you did
Could go
kill
after this
Gernot and like 3 of his followers, so.
And there's the other, the third, the second objective,
Yep.
the shaman.
Yep, you haven't run into him at any point.
The scourge needs to be burned out, but walking the hostages out does afford us the opportunity to rest. I don't know about you, but
And you gotta get them out or in a safe place
Yeah.
before the assault starts. And you guys, after all this battle, the travel through the sewers, the briefing, the fist fight between the 2 brothers, you guys have got about an hour.
Yes.
Let's get moving then.
We can get them out and we come back.
Alright.
That's what I'm thinking. Get out, arrest, the assault starts. They're gonna be overwhelmed already, and we can come in to mop up.
Alright.
Mm-hmm.
So, you
That's what I'm
make your way through the sewers quickly and quietly.
And if I'm not mistaken, this flame sphere could actually be useful.
Give me some stealth checks as you're. Everyone, give me stealth checks as you're exiting the sewers.
Oh, it only lasts a minute. Okay.
17.
And I'm gonna cast Pass Without a Trace.
Alright. Everyone gets a. So that's a 27 from Lucas, right? It's plus 10.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
plus 10. For the duration, each creature you choose within 30 feet of you has a 10 bonus to dexterity and can't be tracked except by magical means.
Alright, how many creatures?
I don't think there's a limit.
Alright, so you can even do it on the hostages.
And it radiates from me.
Alright, well, the hostages rolled pretty well too.
I got a 3, so 13.
Alright.
I rolled 12, so 20. So 24.
Alright. I did 2 perception checks for guards, and you got like an 8 and a 4. So you managed to sneak them out to the wall without incident. So
We
you
snuck
get,
around. Yeah?
yeah.
Why do you think we're here?
So
Alright.
you get them back to the precinct, and they're all just like freaking out, clearly in shock. But get some doctors and some clerics with them. The Knight Commander is not currently there, nor is Velfort. They're at the wall preparing for the main assault.
Blow the place up.
Yeah, but you guys are able, you hand over your proof. You're basically, you're let to like sit down, like you accomplished your mission. You're put in a room to kind of wait for debriefing. You're given food and drink. And the assault is a success. Gruffid is burnt, incinerated by Velfort, but the remainder of his tribe, Gruffid's 2 sons, and Stormeye, all make their way back into the caverns, escaping and living on. The name of Marcus Swift gets rather big, actually, and he develops a family that further on becomes distinguished guards, and he later on grows to become a captain and lead a precinct because of his surviving the Gruffid siege. You know basically what happens to Martha and Roger Ratarats, and you'll see what happens to Lucian Ratarats later on the line. Do any of you guys want to give a summary for this? Is kind of like just a day in the life sort of thing, so it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to change things. But if you want to just give me like an idea of the legacy these people leave behind, and I can work that into the history. Or you can get back to me privately later.
That'll probably.
I never really thought this guy would be super impactful.
Alright, fair enough.
I'll think of something.
Yeah. Same.
Yeah, same here. I don't want to. I enjoy my characters. I don't want to try to sum him up on a whim.
Alright, that's fair. Alright, so, that ends the past is filler. We can slide forward to the present day and do a couple things.
Yeah, fair enough.
Sounds
So,
good to me.
last time we ended with you guys exiting the caverns. You met a goblin-shaped entity named Gib. You killed some fire newts and a hook horror, and then you smelled some gnolls and were like, F that, and left.
Um,
Yeah. What did we we acquire for experience and for
Yeah, I'd say that.
Um, I've had a very busy week, as I kind of went over before. So, but we're not gonna do combat tonight. So, I will have that. I am very sorry for how long this is taking. Um,
always?
so you guys are exiting the caverns, and you're going to the guild hall.
Gruff says he is gonna check for the halfling.
Um,
Or
yeah,
does
he's
that
still there.
Hey,
Oh wait, no, no, it would be night shift by now. That dwarf is there now.
gotcha. Hey, any trouble here in the last, I don't know, 12 hours?
Um, no. I guess there was some new immigrant that was like really, really big and scared the guy on the ship before me. I guess he had to get a change of uniform. Jeez. Uh.
But he's still intact. I mean, both arms, both legs, head all in the
Oh
same
yeah,
place.
yeah. No, he just got scared shitless. Literally.
All right. Well, um, Murak Applecroft here, by the way. I don't believe I've had the pleasure.
Um. Darken.
Nice to meet you, Darkin. Used to be city guard myself. Reached the rank of captain before, but switched gears here for something a little more lucrative.
Yeah, that's fair.
But hope to see you around, Darkin.
All right. So you guys leave and you head back to the guild hall to hand in your loot. And as you're walking up to the guild hall, another group is leaving. And in that group is a very familiar face. That familiar face being Cam. Cam is in his traditional wizard robes with the leather armor underneath. And with him is a Goliath wearing just a pair of pants and boots with no shirt, and wielding a large great sword on his back. An older human in like a gray cloak with a graying beard and graying long hair, with a bow and a quiver strapped to his back. A small female gnome who has a whole bunch of vials and, alchemist tools on them. Yeah. And that is, yes, those are the people with Cam as they are exiting.
I nod politely at them with a smile.
Cam just kind of waves.
Fox is going to pretend they're not there and just not look at him. Because he's probably still mad at them a little.
Fair. Yeah, it's a very cold wave. It's just acknowledgement.
Aww.
Yeah, Gruff's gonna give a quick wink, but that's about it.
Alright. So you guys walk in and you turn in your loot. Are you all going to... This was kind of a trial run for Fox, so I assume you're gonna head to the hideout, aka the back room of the brothel, to discuss the performance before
We've
you
gotta
all
get
disperse.
closer.
Well,
I don't know.
Are you guys gonna go back there?
I'd imagine that's what we do.
Yeah.
I mean, that's where I'm going.
Alright.
We
That
need
way.
to discuss the future of this team.
Yeah.
Oh
So,
yes, Wisteria.
Huh?
I took kind of a beating over in those caves, and I know you were talking about, I don't know, upgrading my armor just a little bit. And I was wondering if, I don't know,
Can I just give that to you now?
Oh, yeah, that'll work. Covered in blood and gunk still.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
yep. Hold on, hold on. That one bled through. Oh, it's sticking.
Ah,
Oh, okay, it came off.
so you get to Hallows End, and Frankie is there, and he's got like a folder with a bunch of papers in it. Hey, boss, I got that info. You, whoa! What happened to Steps? Did they get one of those like gender
oh,
change spells? And he looks right at Fox. Is like, I am sorry for disgendering you in the past, and hope you are happy in your new skin. And then he turns to Oda and says in Goblin, "Did I do that right?"
Fox immediately responds in Goblin, "No, you didn't."
Oh.
You're a little confused, Franklin, but you had the right spirit.
you, your heart's in the right place.
What the hell is he
They
babbling
don't
about?
even look that
Don't worry about
similar.
that.
I like
Got
the,
the same nose, but that's about it.
Wait a minute. The only thing that's similar is the person. Frankie, are you racist?
They're related.
Fox
Ah,
is just like, I am Cameron's cousin. They
oh.
refer to me as Fox.
I'm a little disappointed you understood Goblin and picked it up right away. I was gonna tell you and see how long we could keep this bit going.
Oh,
Confident.
alright, I'm Frankie. I guess I gotta come up with a new nickname now. Where,
Well, is Fox not a
Just
nickname?
stop talking. You are your best when you're talking business.
where's Metal Man? Something happened?
He left in the middle of the week and he hasn't come back yet. I'm not sure where he went.
Oh.
Yeah, he was talking a lot about mushrooms and fungus and wanting to go look for something, but I mean, he's always talking.
I mean,
But
I know
think-
I know at
I
least
re-
3 guys that got mushrooms.
Did the guard not say that? Well, somebody said that he went down into the caverns by himself.
That is correct.
Well, yeah. So to date, I think he's in the caverns. But I mean, he can take care of himself, and I'm sure we'll bump into him or pieces of him down the road.
Uh,
Uh,
okay. I got those reports on the major organizations, like you wanted, boss. He holds up the folder.
Let me see those.
Alright, and we're gonna do this like a Bond briefing, where like people are reading, and then he's gonna be summarizing it like M would in the movie.
perfect.
Because we're in an auditory medium. Alright, so first off, you got the Stone Fist clan. Those are mostly dwarves. They got a couple humans mixed in there. They handle a lot of, stuff that fell off a truck. They run some underground fight rings, blood sports kind of stuff. They do a lot of loan rackets. It's run by 2 brothers, Thorin and Storin. They actually were lesser cousins in the Stone Fist clan, and but they killed their grandfather. Yeah, their grandfather, and took over. We are all already pretty familiar with the Sindara Syndicate and no one really knows who their leader is. They call him the Shadow Father. I guess that's kind of the point, that no one knows who he is. We do know his right hand man is Sylvis Oak Trees. And yeah, we already have a bit of a familiarity with those folks. Next up is the Stingers. They're mostly small people. Halflings, gnomes, kobolds, goblins, that sort of thing. Uh, they develop a good portion of the drugs in the city. Those gnomes really know what they're doing for making that. They also have some of the best burglars around and are heavily involved in the black market, just like they're probably the dwarves' biggest black market rivals. After the Stingers, we've got the the Sons of Storm.
Sons of Storm?
Yes, they're mostly human and orc, and a good bit of half orcs. Their leader is this guy named Jack. He's a traveler in his world. Do you know what a P rate is? Or PI. Oh. Apparently, he had a boat, which is this thing that you ride around. It's like a cart, but on water. And he would, like, rob people with his boat.
What is his trade?
Uh, they they also do a lot of protection rackets. They have some underground fight clubs as well as a few just regular casinos. And and they got a bit in the pleasure market, but mostly low rent prostitutes. He is helped by his wife, Shikra. She is a full orc. She is cabin born, but emigrated fairly young.
I think my uncle may have known her.
And they got 2 kids, but they're too young for the business. The kids are heavily guarded at all times. And last up, we have the Menagerie. They are pretty much all your animal peoples. Your Arakakra, your Kanku, your Tabaxi, your Triton. They run a lot of pleasure houses. They do a lot of drugs, or they sell a lot of drugs. They probably do them too. I don't know. I won't mind to judge. And they do a lot of gambling as well.
Do you know anything about their leader?
Actually, no. That's the one I
What
couldn't find who the
organization
man
Red
in charge
Wing
is.
in charge of?
That is the Red Kingdom, and they're kind of a unique position where they're like a mid-tier organization that doesn't need loyalty to, declare loyalty to any of the major families. Mainly because they specialize in just 2 businesses and what those businesses are. Because she does info broking and pleasure houses, and she just has like the best quality pleasure houses around, she can just kind of operate anywhere that people that aren't doing the pleasure business, and she's got enough info and ways of getting info that she's got dirt on just about everybody.
I will say,
the syndicate to me. I have connections with them. I've been working with them half my life.
Let's start with a list of resources.
Well, and I'm interested to know.
And can I roll a history check to see who, between, well, I should say among his experience as a city guard, his experience as a enforcer, and his experience thus far in these criminal enterprises, who has, which organizations has Gruff brushed with?
Well, obviously the syndicate. Um, and the ones belonging to the syndicate. Though there's a lot of smaller organizations going anywhere from just like smaller bosses to like street gangs. And a lot of the street gangs can get away without affiliation because they're so small. But as long as they don't mess with the bigger organizations, especially in like the outer areas that nobody cares about. But a lot of the mid ones will owe alliance. But definitely the syndicate. They have a bit of a rivalry with the Stonefist clan, so you've probably clashed with them at least once or twice.
Probably a few contracts.
Yeah,
Okay.
because historically elves and dwarves don't get along.
I know nothing, correct?
Um,
Like, I wouldn't be familiar with any of these.
I wouldn't expect you to. Like, you
Yeah.
may have like
Might.
seen people around and like you probably witnessed crime, but I don't think Wister would have gotten involved.
Yeah.
And are there borders?
To mark the different districts
No, to that I mean, like if you
of
take,
territory.
1930 Chicago, the north side was Dino Banyan, and the south side was.
Yes, but I haven't figured that out yet.
Okay.
I'm still working on that bit, but yes, there is territory
Frankie
in
hasn't
areas.
figured that out yet.
Yeah.
He's got to do a little more.
Well,
digging.
Frankie, like you have that information, it just hasn't solidified, so it's just like this blank spot.
Would Gruff have a vague idea of these borders?
Yeah.
independently from his time as a police.
Yeah,
as a city guard?
yeah. Gruff would definitely know, and he's probably got that info in front of them too.
Gotcha. All right.
I just can't tell you that out of character right now,
Right.
so just assume you know while you're talking.
Okay. That's what I was trying to understand. Is like he's not gonna ask a question to which he already knows the answer. So what does he know?
Yeah, just assume you know, but you can't mention it the specifics.
Okay.
You know, because it hasn't been decided exactly.
Hold on, now this is useful, but what's the play here?
It's more to get all of our ducks in a row. To know exactly what you're dealing with when faced. Well, faced with phase. Was this phase one? Would you guys count this as a phase one? Like what
It's
we've done so far as a phase one? Or was that like the initial part? I'm getting caught up on things that
Don't worry about phases. I don't feel like anything really takes place until we find out how we do in the tournament.
Yeah, I
mean,
feel
if we're
like
eliminated first round, you can pretty much count on another year of being powerless.
indeed. But while we get these tournament things settled, I'm going to begin orchestrating something bigger or bolder.
Jimmy was asking. Jimmy and his boys were asking if you had any more work, boss.
Might have something soon. See if you could find me routines, schedules, identities, and vulnerabilities of a few people higher up in the governmental structure.
Oh yeah, street urchins are great for that. No one pays attention to them.
Find me
Nobody wants to.
on
So, some kind of blackmail of someone important in the government.
Blackmail or something else?
Alright, it might take me some time, boss.
Of course, but get me a complete schedule. Locations, ideas, habits, abilities,
Hobbit habits.
anything you can give me. Pick someone interesting.
Alright,
Bless you.
boss. I'm on it.
Above all else, don't get caught.
Oh, yeah.
What? Why do we?
Speaking of not getting caught, I wasn't really known for my time having. I never went to college like the rest of my family. Let me put this into perspective. But I was surrounded by nothing but college types growing up. I might be able to make you a code language. If I make a guide for this code language and I hand it to you, you are to burn it immediately. But it would give us something that we could use that would keep messages from becoming potentially dangerous.
I can also use rats to send messages. Like, if the rats get each of your scents, then they can just find each of you and, like, bring you little notes tied to their little backs.
Yes,
Still,
and having notes in a code
very
language would be safer than having,
just common.
yes, or basically any language.
Yeah.
I'll see what I can do.
I might be able to help with that.
Alright? It'll take a little while, but it will at least improve things. Especially since, if I'm not mistaken, many of us live on very different sides of the city.
Yes.
Alright. Do you have any more planning to do? Anyone got anything else to say? Any other goals?
I think a good group for us to keep our eyes on would be the Stonefists. Syndicate already doesn't like them. I have pull over the Syndicate, and Syndicate competes directly with them in a number of their businesses. But blood sports and loan sharking, blood sports especially, if we take that from them, there's nothing to. They have no superiority anywhere. If we can start taking over their share of illegal fighting in this city, they'll start starving.
I don't want to starve it.
How else do you make a strong organization weak? We're talking about dwarves here. You ever fought a dwarf?
Oh. Sort of.
Deadly as they are stubborn at times.
Stubborn
Oh.
for sure.
Well,
They're tough. They'll take some softening up.
if there's nothing else to talk about, I'm going to head home. I have a contact to get in touch with if you want any more information about our seemingly leaderless gang.
Oh, yes.
Alright. Yeah, I'll get out and I'll go get to work.
She's talking about the syndicate when she says leaderless, yeah?
No,
The Menage.
the menagerie. No one knows who's
Oh.
in charge. No one knows the leadership.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Just dog with a mustache.
Yes!
At a poker table.
In a
Oh
setting.
yeah, I was just thinking like the dogs playing poker.
McGruff the crime
One of
dog.
them.
It's McGruff the crime dog.
Oh
It's
gosh.
God.
I knew eventually that would get
He is a
thrown
crime
in.
dog and he does crimes!
Alright. So,
It's
that's
crime.
where I am going to end it. That's what we're going to call the session. We'll have a bit more scenes, role playing scenes, and then we'll probably drop back into the caverns again, or we might do some more. Who knows? We'll see how things go. I don't even know where things are going. But I hope everyone enjoyed this session of Secrets of the City. It's a bit of a mixed bag where we had a little bit of the present day with a little bit of the past. But we've got that all resolved except for the plot points of the present that I was setting up with that past story. So I hope you enjoyed yourselves. Thank you for joining us, and I have a wonderful night.